Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Wednesday warm-up. I'm Carter, and today's practice is about finding connection when we are socially distancing. So let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's come into child's pose. So bring your big toes together, let your knees fan out nice and wide, draw your hips back towards your heels, and start to extend your arms out in front of you. Lengthen through the spine and allow the belly, the heart, and the forehead to drop towards the ground. Bend the elbows a little bit so the forearms can rest, and then take the hands together and bring the thumbs to the base of the neck. Soften that belly. Feel the length of the spine. Find the rhythm of the inhalation and exhalation. Feel every sensation physically, energetically, emotionally, and spiritually. And gently start to straighten the elbows. Plant the hands down, lift the torso on up. Table pose, a little bit of movement from side to side. Extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. Roll that right wrist, wiggle the fingers, pulse the hand. Take this right hand, slide it behind the left arm, and rest on the outside of that right shoulder and right cheek. Press down through the right hand, draw the left shoulder back, and lift the gaze over that left elbow. Root down into that right knee and straighten the left knee. Take the left toes to the floor. Push through the left heel. Slide this left leg out to the left. Keep the toes on the ground. If you feel stable, lift that left leg up towards the ceiling, or maybe an inch or two off the ground. So whatever variation works. Breathe into the outside of that right shoulder blade. Left knee comes towards the left elbow. And then left knee comes down. Slowly lift the torso up. Sweep your right arm back up towards the ceiling. Stay here for a moment. Right elbow bends, back of the hand finds the lower back or around that left hip as you draw that right shoulder and right elbow back. Hips draw back towards the heels. Lift the torso up. Sweep that left arm up and slide that right hand behind you. Lean back. So we've got a nice twist here. Look for the right thumb. And then exhale, come all the way back into table. A little wag of the tail, and then we're going to just do the same thing other side. So let's take that left arm underneath the right arm, swivel the left palm up, rest on the outside of that left shoulder. So we're keeping the right hand down. We're pressing down, twisting through mid-spine. Gaze over your right elbow or right shoulder. Bring the weight to your left knee and straighten the right knee so right toes stay on the ground. Push through the right heel. Sweep this right leg out to the right. And then lift those right toes off the ground. Could be just a smidge. Could be parallel to the earth. It could be all the way up to the ceiling if you can get there. Soften, breathe into the left shoulder. And again, feel everything. Right knee towards right elbow. Right knee comes down. Press down through that right hand and slowly lift the torso on up. Left arm sweeps up. Left elbow bends, back of the hand finds the lower back. As you press and draw that left shoulder and elbow back. Start to draw those hips back towards the heels. Reach your right arm up. Slide this left hand behind you. Twisting to the right. Getting a little bit of a side bend, some lengthened spine. Exhale. Come all the way back into table. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Down dog. Roll over your toes, lift your knees and hips. Soften. So if it's your first down dog of the day, maybe the knees bend a little bit so you get a nice long spine. Maybe you move or wag the tail from side to side. Big inhale, slow exhale. So when we talk about finding connection, we're first and foremost finding connection to our bodies. And that's physical, energetic, emotional, spiritual bodies. Making sure that we know what's going on. Inhale, come onto your toes. Bend your knees and look forward. Walk your feet to your hands. And once you get there, come up halfway and flatten your back as you lift your chin and chest. And then exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin. Left hand roots down, twist and open. Right arm reaches up. You can bend your left knee if you need a little bit more of a twist, or you can straighten that right knee if you need more sensation in the hamstrings. Right hand can be up, or maybe the right hand can be back towards the lower back. And then let's switch it. So right hand comes down, tuck the chin. Right hand roots down, twist and open. Left arm reaches up. So as you bend your right knee, you get a little bit more twist. If you straighten that right knee, you get a little bit more in the hamstring. Left elbow bends, back of the hand can find the lower back to open up through the front of the left shoulder. And then exhale, left hand comes down, tuck the chin, little wag of the head, the wag of the tail. And then inhale halfway up as you flatten through your back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, right foot steps back. Let's swivel your back foot to get that foot flat. Come on up to warrior one. Or left knee is bent. Right hip is drawing forward, arms reach up. So we're going to do a little bit of shoulders here. So make sure you're stable in stance. And then from here, you're just going to interlace your fingers behind your head. You're going to draw your shoulder blades and elbows towards one another. And then squeeze the elbows towards one another. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, squeeze them. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open them up. Swivel your palms up. Squeeze the biceps towards the ears. And then just bend your right elbow as you draw that left arm behind the head. Then come on up, bend the right elbow, or left elbow, bend the right elbow, left elbow. Let go of the fingers, interlace the fingers behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hinge at the waist, belly hovers over that left thigh. Bring the weight to your left foot, come off your right leg. Airplane, arms open up. Drop your left arm down, let it dangle, reach your right arm up. So it's kind of like a hovering half moon. Left knee bends, come back into warrior two, arms open up, widen the stance. Nice. Bend and straighten that left knee, gaze over the left fingers. Reverse warrior, left arm reaches up and over. Right hand on the hip or down the leg. Sink a little bit more into that left knee as you find some expansion through the left ribs. And an extended side angle forearm to knee. Right arm reaches up and over. Nice long right side body. And then look down to your left big toe. Bring that right hand down. Roll into your right toes. Twist and open, dragonfly twist. Left arm reaches up. Left hand down, pigeon left side, so left shin comes down. Drop to your right toes, drop to your right knee, point your right toes, and a little movement from side to side, lower the elbows. Big inhale, slow exhale. So connection, first and foremost, is with ourselves. And once we find the connection with ourselves, to spend a little time in silence to make sure that there's that nice, strong awareness of where we are. So during these times, great opportunity to spend alone. So when we do spend time with others, we are well aware of how we feel. It's a great opportunity to cultivate intuition All right, so when we finally get back to meeting people, we'll have a fairly good sense of how we are in our bodies. And then when we share energy and space with other people, we'll have a good sense if they're a good fit for us or not. All right? So there is some benefits of having time alone with yourself, right? Really get to know intimacy, right? Get to know who you are. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up, roll over your right toes, lift your right knee, left foot steps back, down dog. Couple breaths, a little bit of movement or stillness, long spine. So we're going to do that whole little sequence on the other side. So come onto your toes, bend your knees, walk, step, or float, feet to hands. Inhale, come up halfway, flatten your back, lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, left foot steps back. Warrior one, arms reach up. So we're going to do a little different shoulder openers this time. So we're just going to take the hands to the backs of the ears, and we're going to make some circles with the elbows. So we're going to go clockwise and counterclockwise. And then we're going to take the right arm underneath the left arm, right hand grabs left wrist or palm, eagle arms, elbows up and down. If you can't get the hands, just keep the hands to the shoulders. Come forward just a smidge, create some space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, come on up, unwind your arms nice and wide. Let's do the other side. So left arm underneath right arm, left hand grabs right wrist or palm, elbows up and down. Hinge a little bit at the waist, elbows come over the knee. Let's take the weight to the right foot, come off the back leg, unwind your arms, airplane wings. That hovering half moon, right arm drops down, left arm reaches up. Right knee bends a little, left foot steps back, warrior two. Swivel your palms up and down. Right knee's pressing out towards right pinky toe. Reverse warrior, left arm drops down the leg, right arm reaches up and over. Right forearm to right knee or thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Extended side angle. Look down to your right big toe. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up. Dragonfly twist. Right hand comes down. Pigeon right side. So right shin comes down, drop the left knee, point the left toes, and soften. Keep in mind, right side, left side, probably different. So we treat them differently, uniquely. Big inhale, slow exhale. So, I always say that the hips are the emotional filing cabinet. And we are being traumatized just because we are not able to connect in the physical space that we normally can. So once there is a restriction of connection, and I'm talking about like sharing space with, several people varying from place to place and person to person, even being in public. Because we are restricted in that, we are literally being traumatized, being pulled away from what we've known our entire lives. So within that trauma, right, a lot of the stuff isn't processed properly. It's just really hard to process trauma, especially when you're in it. So it usually resides in the upper back, shoulders, and hips, which we're dealing with right now. And it's okay. And the nice thing is we're all in it together, so we have a really big support group. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself up. This time, roll to your right hip, sweep your left leg around. Extend both legs out in front of you, give them a little shake. And then bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And then let's take our hands behind us, fingertips facing our hips, and just press down through the feet, lift your hips up. Reverse table, lift chin, lift chest. Lower the hips down, rotate your hands so your fingers are facing away from you. Straighten your left knee, take your right foot over that left leg. Twist to the right. Take that left arm over the right thigh. Just one breath. Once again, just finding connection. We're not trying to fix anything. Inhale back to center. Switch your legs. So left knee bends, left foot over right leg, right arm outside, left leg, little twist. Big inhale, slow exhale. Awesome. Back to center. And then bend the knees, bring your feet to the floor, lower your torso all the way down. Hips flat, feet are about hips distance apart. Lift your hips up, bridge pose. Palms can be up or down by the side body, or you could interlace the fingers behind the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw your chin towards your chest. Maybe come onto your toes if you need more. Breath is deep and free. Nice and slowly release the hands, lower the hips. Draw the knees towards the belly. A little bit of movement from side to side. Make circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. Happy baby, arms reach in between the legs. Grab the bottoms of the feet. Ankles come over the knees as you separate the feet and draw those knees down towards the rib cage. A little movement from side to side. You can even straighten and bend the knees to find the details of the body. And connection through sensation is always the easiest, right? I move, I feel, there I am. I breathe, and then I ask, do I need more? Do I need less? How can I support myself? Exhale, let it go. Heels towards the corners of your mat, Shavasana. Thighs roll out, feet fall open to soften through the lower back. Take your left hand to your heart, right hand to your lower belly so the thumb is in the belly button. On the inhalation, press your belly out or up. On the exhalation, the belly drops. Let's do 2 more of those belly breaths. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, belly softens. One more time. Inhale, pressing the belly button up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften. Back to your normal breath. Draw your chin a little bit down towards your chest. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, and then allow the breath to become a little bit more of a whisper. And our Shavasana day is quite short, maybe a minute or so. If you have the time and the space to stay in your Shavasana for maybe 5 or even 10 minutes, please do that. But for right now, allow everything to be put on pause. And put yourself right here and right now in this body. Find this connection, this gratitude, this love, and this empathy for who and where we are. We are enough. We're doing enough. We are enough. And once again, if you do have the time and space to stay here longer, please do that. If your day is waiting for you, slowly start to deepen the breath. Brush the thumbs over your fingertips and wiggle your toes. Rolling wrists and ankles, gently rocking your head side to side as we waken up to this new body. Extend your arms up over your head, stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes, get nice and long. And then draw the knees towards the belly. Take the hands to the kneecaps, make some circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. Right arm reaches up over your head, roll to your right side. Give yourself a moment to acknowledge your body and practice. Grateful for the opportunity we have to move through this day with the connection to ourselves and the availability to connect with those around us when and if we have the chance. Pressing your hands into the floor, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. With a nice long spine, bring the hands to heart center. Thumbs come towards the sternum. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep updated on all the latest content. Stay healthy, stay strong. See you soon. I love you. Peace.